team. Will I be wildly surprised that Sarks, Groovy, are going to be very difficult to beat? Of course they are. They are playing excellent. It's going to be really important. Geekay go in there, get those opening kills and make it difficult. There's your opportunity. You've lost it, and that's what I'm talking about. Pasha and VP are just going to make life so difficult.
It's become a little bit too late. No doubt they want to try and challenge on towards Nako, who will be the primary time waster. Sat here behind his shield, way back over inside of lockers, as Yog's also going to fall. A bit of a freebie going
through in Vault, one in gold bars, one in elevators, and they're just spreading out, meaning that, yeah, maybe you can go and take a fight onto one or two of them. Maybe you can't, as Deimos is going to get taken out, but this was my point. Yes, you might go and get a fight onto one, you take down Skies, but then the next one is there ready to just burn time and waste bodies, and that's exactly what VP have done. They've just been so relaxed in this round. It's looked really, really good from Virtus.pro. I genuinely think they could be heading to towards, I'm going to say it now, being the top team in EML.
No, say it ain't so.
I think they could.
It wouldn't surprise anybody, Tim. They are looking absolutely fantastic so far, and we spoke about it before. Will they build up towards that? Very possibly, especially if Falcons can't find them.
And dies to Rorik. This is unforgivable. Quite simple.
Thrown. Oh,
too easy.
no.
Rorik's played that absolutely brilliant. I think it can be a better site because it offers the defense more opportunity and more options. Pasha taking an opportunity to take down. Certainly looking like that, is it? And this is my point. Top floor, you wouldn't have had that.
Come on,
Look
man.
at this. It's just so easy. Dan manages to get himself another. He's cut down. Yoga is there for the response, but in all honesty,
Get himself up there and meander his way through, dodging away from the Kali, but not even a single shot in his direction. It's not been a particularly pretty attack coming out of GK. They'll lose Groovy now as well from the side. No idea that Skies have managed to get him behind them. Got over the freebie. Yog at least giving them something in this round, Tim. Good for a third, but no time left, and I doubt the last two players on VP are going to expose themselves here. We'll be out of time, and that'll mean VirtusPro going up 2-0.
Well, interestingly, Des, I have done the number. GK are just going to be kind of forcing their way straight from... No, I actually quite like this. They're going to play above the wall instead from the rappel. Starks is going to get a kill onto Dan. How about this for an option? Ask walks up, manages to get Pasha. The top floor is falling apart until Rorik steps into the breach and manages to find one kill. He knows there's one on rappel, but it's such a hard shot. You just saw the tiniest little bit of his head. Two more kills come in, and that's going to be GK.
For the initial part when they were still getting set up, it wasn't very quick. It's that sudden explosion.
And I think this is a much better way of playing it. Wait for his team to get into a position. Now when they get aggressive and VP have to react to this vault push, Starks can then move in. Pasha does manage to get the kill elsewhere onto Yoga. Another entry for him. That's a big loss. Oh, he's just so good. He takes down Ask, make it 3. He just keeps going. Pasha is unstoppable. He's going to get 4 here. He's going to find Starks. This gives him a little bit of a pre-warning that he's coming. Starks actually has time to dip away. Pasha is still keen on taking the fight. Rorik's watching this angle as well, and it's back to the drawing board for GK.
It's again just that issue of slight mistiming on the side of GK as well. The Blackbeard challenging in towards Vault, but the two mainstays players were held up. They couldn't quite join him to force the pint on towards Pasha. And look at what he's done to them. Absolutely deleted them. Sark's all that is left. Nice and cheeky. Nice try from Rorik, but Sark's a bit too ready. Makes it a second in the round, but he needs to pull off a 1 versus 5 to see this over the line.
I mean, he's going to be looking for Pasha probably towards Elevator, and Pasha is on stairway. He's one step ahead of...
They've learned from last time, right? Because even looking at how they've approached top floor with the drone, that's been really smart. But also having this player that's watching in towards Archives. Think about where they got shot, where Groovy got shot from last time. He was on quad wall, a player popped up in Archives, and it was Skies, I believe, that got a free kill. Yog being here stops that happening this time around. And this time, look, even punishes Skies. Like I said, they're learning. They're responding to what they've seen on this site before, and it's really good seeing that growth inside the game. Now a 3 versus 2. You think it's GK's to get over the line, but we've already seen Pasha go pretty nuclear before. By a matter of pixels, he misses his man, but no, gets the down. Yupa finished off. Down to a 2 versus 2, make it a 1v2. They know exactly where he is, and one of the last operators left, it's a Blackbeard, Tim. This will be hard for Pasha, but he's already hit headshot once, will not find it again. It's another round going the way of...
A little bit of knowledge from the last time he got that kill, because VirtusPro, only so many ways to set up, and some positions will be key that they have to hold on to them. Grube manages to find Rorik. We could be coming away with a 3-3 split at the half here. Des, you said that it may be a big surprise if GK were to come out and get a win against VirtusPro. I said maybe not, and we're in a position whereby you start looking at that and asking questions. They are going on to the defense, so you'd expect there to be rounds for them to find. Ask manages to get the kill onto Pasha, and right now they are aware of the player underneath. It doesn't matter that Dan got the kill. 3 versus 1. GK, 35 seconds left to find the last man, and he's on site. Not going to be too difficult for them.
Tim and I'm always right. The C4 at least going over towards the side. Not going to find Yogi's round onto the other side. And honestly...
So as GK go into their defense on bank, we've already highlighted it. This is the side that they're struggling in terms of how teams approach playing it, but they now need to do the business.
Controlling pretty good time. Over half the round still to work with. Ruby, the one that's got to worry about is out here, of course, dug in deep, but there we go. Necro's gone chasing, and he's found Ask.
Yeah, within this round, we'll try and get back to site safely. The Blitz gets aggressive to try and do something with them. They do lose the shield, but not before Necro takes down Sarks. I think VirtusPro
could be enough.
Just the razor
one over the line. Yeah, just that's about it. That's all they've really got to work with. Those C4s or smokes that you typically see available in this spot. And another kill for Skies. That could be what puts the nail in the coffin. As you hear that razor balloon go out, I thought for a second they might try and force it up main stairs, which would be very, very risky. But now that's going to hold on. Plant attempt going on through a Skies. Hits the deck there. Chip down, at least a tickle. But that plant ain't going to stop anytime soon, Tim. It has been finished off, and that is it. Yog, I already said he had a great first half, but now he's got to go absolutely nuclear. Gets the down onto Dan. He's stuck in a 1 versus 2 with 1 HP to his name. Get the feeling this round could only go one way. However, don't count them out just yet.
No, I think that's a smart move to take the pickup, but it doesn't matter as Rorik cancels it out. That's 10 seconds later. It's all up to Yog now. Like you say, super low health. 1 bullet's going to do the job. Pasha takes him down, and that was it. Follow it, though. He's going to turn around instead and head towards Janitor. I often talk about this. I wonder, and I say, you know, what have you got for that utility? What have you sold it for? Well, it is not too much apart from turning somebody's head towards stock, which has allowed him into top square, but not much more. Direct trade. Dan and Ask take each other down. 3 versus 2. Pasha still on side with the glass. This is a big positive for VirtusPro as they try to close this one out. There you go. That's exactly why. Manages to get the kill onto Ruby. 3 versus 1. Yog, he's been in a couple of these situations, I fear.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, but we've already seen what Yog can do in this game a couple of times. Just maybe he could pull out something magic now, but the range of Pasha is a bit hard to deal with, but now finds him. That's the crucial kill. Rorik's got it all to do. DMR coming up against what was once described as the worst gun in the game, Tim. But just maybe he come up big, but no. Rorik gets the shutdown that he needs as well. 9 and 6 throughout the game so far to Yog's 12 and 5 for those who are keeping score. Would have been a nice one to find, and there's Yupa stepping up. That's his first kill of the game, I believe, as well. He was having a rough start prior to this. 0 and 7. Now he's finally got himself on the board. Plant going down, though, and the cover is there on the vert from Rorik. Won't be able to step out and make anything happen here. This is going to get finished off. And now suddenly, Geekay have got to win a 3 versus 4 in a post plan to save the round.
Yeah, it's certainly not getting any easier for them today, is it? It just seems to get worse and worse as the rounds go by. Pasha manages to pick up another headshot onto Sarks. Necro ringing out with the pistol. Ask does manage to find the late trade. Yoga onto Necro. That's the shield gone. 2 versus 2. This is doable, but the clock is becoming the problem. They've only got about 14 seconds left or less. It's now down to about 10, but Yoga, he finds Dan. It's all up to Rorik to hold on. He is above. They haven't gone near the diffuser yet. This is perfectly played by GK. Can he do anything about it? Yes, he forces Jogger off. That was an essential gunfight for Rorik to win. He takes...
Rorik is killing your man downstairs, and you've got no chance of being able to win out that round. He has
being triggered there, so utility being cleared by the Blackbeard. They see the man on main stairs. Necro's taking a lot of damage along there, so you can see he doesn't want to really aggress forward and overcommit to it. Pasha.
Does make it a little bit easier when your opponent is on low health, though. Sure enough, here we go. The intensive pushing forwards. Yupa going dangerously low. Gets the down on towards Necro. Can he finish off the next? Finds 1, finds 2. Like that, Tim. They've swung 3 back. It looked like a massive advantage for Virtus.pro, but they might have crumbled at the time it matters most. They've got 20 seconds left. Diffuser's going to have to be recovered here from top blue. Sky's working his way down. Has to win this gunfight, though, and sure enough, Yupa... Is he deaf? Did he not hear it come through? Pays the price. Down to a 2 versus 2. An opportunity here to win, but there's so much fire. Sky's gunned down on his way on through. Burns out in the end by Ask. And that'll be a great hold and recovery.
Here comes the shield.
Yeah, that should give him a bit of pressure upstairs. Assuming, of course, Necro can find himself one. And yeah, it's the timing as well. If it was half a second faster, his teammate is probably still alive, but that's down. The IQ falling down. Necro now into another 1 versus 1 against the Aruni. Groovy ready and waiting. And look at the long angle. Rorik just begging anyone to step out into that long haul, but no one's going to give anything to him. It's 2 kills. 1 for Neko, gets rid of Groovy. Rorik into another. Off the back of that, it's a 4 versus 2 and a lot to recover for GK.
Yeah, Neko did everything he could there. We saw a really nice snapshot of the teamwork coming in from Virtus.pro. Neko dumping the nade down at Groovy's feet, trying to force him out into that corridor, knowing that Rorik had the line and was waiting for him to move, but ultimately had to take the kill himself. 4 versus 4. Sarks and Yoga tasked with doing it all. Pasha manages to find yet another headshot to take down his man. 1 versus 4 now. It's up to Yoga. He's had a big game so far. He's going to have to go massive now. Manages to find Skies. Can he find his second? The diffuser's going down. Pasha is almost certainly going to stick this unless Yoga dies beforehand, which he doesn't. Finds a second. 1v2, Des.
I mean, he's having a pretty good game, Tim, but a 1 versus 2 post plant. This one might be a little bit too far beyond him, I'm afraid. 1 in archives, 1 hanging near Beepers towards site itself. Looking like this might be a bit of a rough recovery, even for Yogi. Like I say, has had a phenomenal game, but it's simply not going to be enough. Rorik, he's won out a couple of...
We once again have the pleasure to speak to some of the brains behind the team as we're joined by Dark. Good evening and congratulations on yet another victory. You're flawless so far. That must be an amazing feeling as a coach.
So much. Yeah, we have a good start in this season for sure. I don't think we have a really hard match until now. Maybe tomorrow we have some more hard with this mind. But game by game, right? We are working well. We are not thinking so much for sure about who we are playing. So we did skate 100% against everyone. And yeah, just starting, right?
Dark, am I right in thinking that you took your tactical timeout after 5 rounds today?
Yeah. It was in the last defense.
Can you enlighten me as to why you would take it? Because that's presumably a very specific timeout for 1 round of play.
Yeah, on that round, I can't explain exactly what happened at the moment. I think for one detail, my pause was not so good. But basically what I want is to say for the players who play open air one more time, we lose the second open air and I don't want to be going back in CO. So in that moment, GK was playing 2 times in a row domain top floor, and I was thinking they're gonna come some different thing for side to lobby, using Sarks coming lobby and doing some things like that to kill archive player. So I say to Rohik, don't play on the top floor, play in archives, 2 guys together, 3 guys in second floor, so we can counter anything to bomb site, anything horizontal. But the problem was they repeat 3 times the same attack. And I forgot to say a small detail for the players for don't give kills for them in archives and tellers because they have a really bad operators execution, more about domain the map. So they get 2 kills in archives and we lose that round. But yeah, my mind was bank defense is really hard. Yeah, I know attack was everything good for us. I don't have to say nothing. So if I can help a little bit for defense, it's fine.
So the aim was just to win that 1 specific round completely tactical.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. A 3 defense on bank is good, but if you can make 4, it's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Actually, doubling down on these defenses, it's a tricky opponent to play against because they're playing super spread, and then Sarks is always lurking somewhere. It's a nightmare. Watching him from the top-down perspective, he was on open area, he was lurking for your basement. On the other bomb side, he was lurking up main stairs, and then he was back again into blue stairs. When you're a coach and you're preparing to play against a team like Geekay, who loves to spread out and have lurks all the time, baiting around, how do you prepare your players to face a team like that has such a specific playstyle?
I think in general, when I see the things when they play, I think today I want to play Fortress, but they don't have they are not brave enough. I think they have a really bad Fortress, and I don't know how just to almost lose that. And when you see they play, I think it depends so much about Sark. Sark is a really good player when you see outside. I think the team have a kind of dependence on him, and they don't have a good shoot player. So in general, for my team, the prep today was I don't think we need to give too much kills initiation for them, and I'm saying very general, right? Because if you go bomb site for bomb site, it's different. But basically, you don't need to die on the beginner because in the beginner, when Sarks have a more powerful moments, right? Yeah. And the final rounds is kind of different. But yeah, talking about very general is something like that. I cannot go more details like this, right?
All right, Doc, you already mentioned it is a more difficult match tomorrow. We just had your friend on here. We spoke to Little, the coach of Twisted Minds. Any thoughts about that game they have tomorrow against Twisted Minds? Maybe anything you want to say to Little as well?
Yeah, Lidl is a big friend. Many years ago, I was a player. Lidl was my coach when he started being coaching Siege. For sure, this is going to be a good match. Finally, we play against. No trash talks at all. He's my friend. Just going to be a big match. Let's show a good Siege tomorrow, right?
Awesome. I love how it's very wholesome. Thank you so much for your time, Doug, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Nothing. You had on one end VirtusPro, who could always play the shield. Nako played Blitz the first 3 rounds and then played Blackbird. And then what happened for Rorik? He could play Hibana the whole time.
Yeah.
And so they were limited by their playstyle, they were limited by their bans, and they were limited as a general unit, not playing well together.
Really, you've got to target a specific. You've got to target a player and an interaction, being